Hello there, I'm Jackie and this is your energy reading for July 2013 using Feng Shui Astrology and the Tarot. Now in Feng Shui Astrology, the energies shift for the month around about July the 7th, and we are moving into a month that's going to be governed by the energy of heaven. Now heaven sounds pretty idyllic, doesn't it? But heaven, is the energy of the Father. And we know what fathers are like, don't we? On the one hand, we have authority, we have boundaries, we are told what we can do and what we can't do. But on the other hand, we've got support, we've got mentoring, we've got wise advice, hopefully. So it's kind of a bit of a double-edged energy here. Now, the energy of heaven is governed by the element of metal, which means it's very, very focused. So this is a great month for really sitting down, reviewing your goals, seeing where you are, if you've gone on track, what you need to do to get back on. It's really, really a great energy to become serious about taking steps forward in your life. So, use it wisely. But generally, this air of authority is going to be kind of just bubbling, maybe above the surface, maybe just under the surface. And I think it's going to be quite prevalent for all of us this month. So authority could mean dealing with the government, a government body, a big organization, your employer. They all kind of represent this type of authority. On the other hand, you could be the one that's called upon to become the voice of wisdom and to support others and to present this figure of authority that people can look up to and people can follow. So, if you are in that situation, you have any doubts about your ability to do that, don't worry. The energy is there that you can tap into and you can use. Okay, so if you're interested in energizing energy around relationships, it's going to be really, really strong in the north sector of your home this month. So get photos in there, get photos of your family, of your friends. Make sure you're involved as well, with a big smile on your face. You're having a good time, because this is really going to energize that sector and bring that relationship energy in. And of course, with your special one, if you have one, then really nice kind of happy photos there will be really helpful. If you're interested more in luck or opportunities, then focus on the east sector of your home. And it's a great place to put some sort of plant. Make sure it's kind of healthy, but green and leafy and lush, because that will really, really energize that part and bring some opportunities to you. If you don't do plants, then think about pictures of nature. Anything like that will really, really get some zizz into that area. Okay. Right, so let's add a little bit more detail. We'll look at the tarot cards. I dealt 3 this morning. They all came out upright, and all 3 of them are major cards. Now, obviously, we see some major cards. 22 of the 78 tarot cards are major cards, but to have all 3 in a 3-card reading is quite unusual. So I guess what it means is that the energies around this card really mean that things can happen this month, and you can achieve things, or you can set in place a set of actions and reactions that will achieve things. The energy is there to support you with that, okay? And they all feed really, really nicely into this heaven energy overall. So let me show you the cards. The first one that I came out was the Chariot, and then the second one was the Hermit, and then the last one, the one that always makes me smile, is the Sun. Okay, let me tell you why they are so linked to this heaven energy. First of all, the Chariot. The Chariot is about focus. It's about hard work. It's about pulling all of your resources together to really drill into something and to achieve something. And if that isn't the heaven energy, then I really don't know what is. So heaven energy, really remember that metal element. We can use that to just really hone in on what's important. And you become blind to all the other stuff that isn't important. And I guarantee that most of the day, a lot of the time, you're doing stuff that really, really isn't important in terms of helping you achieve your goals and helping you move your life forward. So focus on what's important. That's the really key thing. The second one is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is a pretty wise guy. You know, he goes within. A little bit like the heaven energy, we kind of contract in, we use this metal element, and we close in on what's important. And he does exactly the same thing. He has a wisdom because he has the ability to do that, and he has the ability to really find out the truth about things. And this heaven energy will again help us do that this month. And then finally, we have the sun. Now let me tell you, heaven energy within Feng Shui is a key thing. Heaven energy descends from the heavens. It is fully yang. It is hard, it is active, and it kind of comes down and it changes things. A very, very totally yang thing that we have in our heavens is the sun. Whenever the sun is shining on things, it brings a completely different life to things. It moves away the shadows. There's nothing hidden. There's nothing unknown. We can see everything in the full light of the sun. Now, that may not always be things that we like to see, but the fact that we can see them means that we can start to put things right if things aren't quite right in the full glare of that light. So all in all, you know, these things, they're not happy, they're not kind of, way we're going to have a good time or anything like that. But this is a month of achievement. There's so much there for you to really kind of grab hold of. And like that chariot, just drive yourself forward. So my advice would be to get your goals out. If you haven't got any goals, then it's time to start thinking about them. And don't do loads. It's just the most important thing at the moment. What have you been putting off? What are you afraid of? Just do it, because the energy is going to help you achieve. So try not to work too hard though. Do have some fun. Enjoy the month. I will see you next month.